As part of the course, Anxiety and the Clutter It Creates, I've created this video so that you have a daily practice and reference to do different exercises to strengthen your nervous system. The first ones are looking more if you're stuck in dorsal and you're in that freeze mode. They can help you gently get back into ventral vagal. The last one is more of an energizer that I like to do regularly because it really helps get things moving in the morning when you wake up and you're just kind of like, oh, sleepy. So you're tapping different meridians to get things going. I'd like to start by explaining them quickly. That way the second part of the video is focused more on the practice without any interruptions. So the first one we'll be doing is the sound woo. And by doing that, you're activating your throat chakra, which is great, and also that vagal nerve in the back. The second one we'll be doing is the wow. And that one is creating some movement and flow, and again, activating that throat chakra and that vagal nerve. The last one will be shaking, and at the same time, we'll be breathing in and then out the other way. So we're doing two movements at once, and I'll stack them and do them one at a time to build on it. And then, as I mentioned, the tapping one, that's going to be tapping different meridians to wake up the system. This is great to do when you're feeling stuck, when you're feeling like you can't talk to anyone, when you're feeling hopeless and just completely disconnected from yourself. I highly recommend doing this regularly, even if you're not feeling like that. Even if you're just feeling a little bit off, it's great to do these as a practice because they snap you right back into ventral vagal. And I can speak from experience, it's helped me tremendously, along with all the other tools that I mentioned in my course, Anxiety and the Clutter It Creates, where you're looking at changing your point of view, where you're looking at what needs need to be met, where you're facing your fears, where you're letting go, and you're cultivating this mind-body-spirit connection. Because just doing nervous system strengthening exercises alone isn't going to create a full transformation. It's one of the pillars for sure, though. So enjoy this video, and I hope it helps you as much as it's helped me using these exercises. Let's get started. Take a big deep breath in, and again. One more. Next one, we're going to move to the wow. Moving on to the ear exercises, you're going to take your ear and slowly just pull it in different directions to see where it's tight, where you might feel a little bit of crunchiness, and just gently pulling it in all directions, up, out, and down. And just noticing where it's at right now in this moment, and just getting to know what it's like. And then let's move on to the next one. Pulling down and out and up. And just doing that a few times, going up and down the ear and just pulling it out. And noticing if one is maybe tighter, one is crunchier. Okay. Now the next one, you're gonna go right in here in between those two lines right there. You're gonna stick your finger in there and you're going to just very gently do some circles. Now the key to this is that you're really just moving the skin. You don't need to press hard. So just lightly moving the skin in a circle. And just noticing if you feel a difference in your breathing, if you feel a difference in the way you're feeling. Okay, now we're going to move to the next spot, which is just right in there behind that little point that we have. You're going to do the same thing. Just those nice circles. So you might want to find a way that works for you. If your nails are long, it's a little bit tricky. And just doing that nice light circle where you're just moving the skin. Okay, and now we're going to do it to the other one, so that in between those two creases, we're just going to do that circle, moving the skin. Don't need to press hard. All right. How does that one feel? I'm hearing more noises in this one. I'm just accepting where it's at, no judgment. That's just where it is right now in this moment. And just noticing. And now we're going to move on to the other spot, just right in there. And again, those circles, taking big deep breaths if you like. At the same time is nice. Great. Now we're going to move on to the back of the ear. I'm just going to flap that over and you're just going to pull down that spot right here. We're going to focus on that area where you just pull down and hold. So we're just going to hold here for about 30 seconds. We're just pulling that skin down, which activates that vagal nerve, reminding you that you are safe. Now we're going to go up. So now we're pulling that in the up direction, same spot, just pulling up. And if you like, you can even do it as a massage or just hold it. Remember to breathe. And now same thing, pulling back. Okay, let's do the same thing on the other side. So pulling, finding that spot, and then pulling down for about 30 seconds. And big deep breaths. Pull up. And pull back. I like doing the big deep breath with a sigh where you're just letting it all out. You can choose a certain type of breathing rhythm that works for you, or just focus on the sensation of pulling the ear. Great, so we're going to finish off where we started. We're just going to kind of pull down and hold and see if it feels a little bit different. And pull out and up. Same thing on the other side, pulling down and out and up. Okay, now moving on to the tapping. So for the tapping, we're going to start at the top and just get your fingers and really tap hard. You want to get this tingling sensation, and this just wakes everything up. And then we're going to tap along the jaw, especially if you clench your jaw like me. This is a great one, just to kind of loosen things up. Tapping the sinus area. Great spot, great for digestion. Tapping a little bit on the temples, on the forehead. Now we're going to move down and we're actually going to tap here. This helps wake up the system. And it's part of the 4 thumps of the Daily Energy Routine by Donna Eden. So I'm actually combining a few different tapping techniques. Whereas the first one was on the cheeks, this is the second one. The third one is at the sternum. Just give it a good thump there. And then about a hand underneath your armpit, we're going to tap here on the spleen and get that moving. Next, we're going to tap on the shoulder, down the arm, up the other side. And now we're going to do the same thing but on the side. Underneath that arm, and now the armpit, and then right underneath the ribs. And repeat on the other side. Up the hand, inside the arm, down the one side, up the other, armpit, and just under the ribs. I like to do a little kidney tap, a little bit of qigong tapping, and then slapping down the thighs and up the inside. You can do all the way to the feet if you like. The next one we're going to do is just at your pelvic bone. You're going to get your fists and use this part to tap. And we're going to do this for a while. And at the same time, kind of like a bounce. This is part of a Thai yoga type exercise. And it's really great for ventral vagal strength, digestion, getting things moving, and activated. Don't be shy, just tap away. And if you want to do it in the traditional sense, you do it 333 times along with the other types of tapping I'm going to show you momentarily. we're just going to do it for about a minute. So bouncing those legs and tapping. Now we're going to tap a nice circle around our stomach to the power chakra, just in between the ribs, back down, all the way around, back to the power chakra. Stay there for a moment, around. And let's keep on bouncing while we do that. I always forget to do the two things at once. And tapping around. And we're going to go back to that bottom one for a moment before we move on to the next one. Now I want you to take your hands and just on the seam of your legs, we're just going to tap away again and do that bouncing. This really gets things moving and also helps with digestion. And then just kind of wipe that away. Oh, and see how you feel. Feel free to repeat the whole video again or just certain segments if you feel you need more of it. I hope this video was helpful in getting you back into ventral vagal and giving you a variety of exercises that you can use at any time based on where you are, because doing the Woah one just, anywhere might not be the best place to do it, the subway or at a party. However, being able to pick and choose what you need based on what's going on and what you need in the moment, and as well, keeping it as a regular routine so that you're strengthening your nervous system, and then you have these toys that you can take from your toy box whenever you need them. Remember, consistency makes a difference, and knowing yourself and knowing what you need. Remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and also check out the Anxiety and Clutter Creates course on Udemy, as this is part of the course looking at all the 5 parts to help you release your anxiety and fear and shift into passion, power, and purpose.